Hello, this is Slipskull, and I know it's been a while, but I finally decided to make a new update. So, what you're looking at right now is the back room, and it's changed a lot since I've last showed it. Now we have new track, a water tower, and a few rock walls. The coolest thing about this new back room is the control board. Now I have a place to store my TMCC controllers, and I have a few buttons to activate the switches and the water tower. So this is what I've done with the back room so far. I just added a simple line back here, and then have a couple extra spurs where there'll be future sidings for a yard. So these are the rock walls I was talking about, and basically they're just pink foam that's been cut with a hot knife and scraped with a wire brush. And the wire brush gives you this nice streaking detail, kind of like there's multiple layers of the rock. Some of you might remember that I used to have this big TV just sitting on the layout, and it kind of looked a little cheesy. Well, now that's a thing of the past since I got this nice TV mount. I'm allowed to swivel the TV out when I need to use it, and I can put it away when I don't. I also added a small rock wall over here, just to kind of hide the trains right before they come out of the tunnel. I think it turned out pretty well. I just don't know if I want to keep it in this location. It's kind of obstructive because this whole area is pretty empty and I might want to add things later. But it's also kind of a cool rock wall and I want to keep it because I spent so much time on it. Post in the comments down below if you think I should keep the rock wall or get rid of it. So this is the main table now, and it really hasn't changed all that much. I just kind of moved some of the buildings to the back there, and the signal tower is not inside the Y, but otherwise it's pretty much the same, except for one cool little thing over by the hill. So what I did was cut into the foam. Now, the reason why I did this was because I kind of want some variation in my layout. For the most part, it's really flat and boring. But since I can cut into it, I can have these really nice hills, or I can make more divots like this, and it just gives a little bit more life to the layout. So this is a car that I personally weathered. And I know you've seen a couple of the coal cars, but this one, I actually did some graffiti on. And we have this big tag right here, and then a couple other little ones down here, and one over there. And then the other side looks like this. And this side just pretty much the same. It's got a couple little details here and there. And I think it works out pretty well. So the last thing that I have before I start running the trains is that I now have a couple cars with 2 rail couplers. So if you look, they're really small couplers compared to your normal 3 rail couplers. And I like them because they're super small and they also look a lot more prototypical. So the only thing that sucks about this is I can't run these cars in the back room. The back room uses an 036 turn, and these cars pretty much want an 054 turn, and it just doesn't work. I've tried it on them a couple times, and they end up like screeching against the rails, or they end up popping off the track, and it's really not all that worth it for me to try to run a train and have it derail every time. So I just kind of use them as a display piece until I get a bigger layout. So that's enough of me talking. Let's watch some trains run.